Hello, everyone. I am Cheryl Baker, and this month I get to celebrate with you Black history as we read together. I get to read one of my favorite authors, who happens to be my sister, Renee Watson. Renee has won the Coretta Scott King Award and the Newbery Honor. Those are pretty big. And so this month we're going to read Ways to Grow Love, Ways to Make Sunshine, and lastly, one of my favorites, Born on the Water. Let's journey together this month as we read. Today, I'll be reading from Ways to Make Sunshine by Renee Watson, published by Random House. Chapter 1, The Girl Who Could Be King. I am a girl with a name that a lot of boys have. So when the substitute teacher takes roll and calls out, Ryan, she looks surprised when I answer. I wish Miss Colby were here. Miss Colby doesn't even need to take roll anymore because it is the first day of March and she's been teaching us for 6 months so she can tell who is here and who is not just by looking across the room. Miss Colby always starts the day off with our thumbs up, thumbs down, somewhere in the middle check-in. This substitute teacher doesn't do any of that, and so I don't get to show my thumbs up for making perfect scrambled eggs and toast this morning. I wonder why Miss Colby didn't leave a note for the sub with a list of do's and don'ts, like don't call Devante Devante. Call him D. And don't look so shocked when a girl raises her hand when you call out for Ryan. Here, I say. Ryan Hart? The substitute says. She looks at me like she is not sure I am who I say I am. Yes, my name is Ryan. Oh, she says, pushing up her 2 big glasses. Brandon, the boy sitting next to me, says, she has a boy's name. I roll my eyes at him because no one is talking to him, and he needs to mind his own business. I do not have a boy's name. I have my name. My name is Ryan, and Ryan means king, and that means I am a leader. Okay, please settle down, the substitute teacher says, mostly to me, and not to Brian, who thinks he knows it all. Okay, Ryan Hart is here, she says to herself. Then Brandon whispers, and she spells her last name wrong. He laughs at this silly, corny joke. I do not. My name is Ryan Hart, and it's not heart like the muscle. It's H-A-R-T, as in my last name. The substitute teacher walks over to my desk and says, I need you to keep your voice down. I need Brandon to leave me alone. I roll my eyes at Brandon again, extra rolls this time. But then I remember what Mom says and what she tells me and how she named me Ryan because she wanted me to feel powerful, to remember that I am a leader every time someone calls my name. Dad is always telling me our people come from royalty, that my ancestors lived in Africa and were kings and queens and inventors and hard workers. Mom tells me their strength is running through my veins. I sit up straight, ignore Brandon, and try to be the leader I am supposed to be. Mom and Dad tell me I will keep growing into my name. They say it to my brother too. Be who we named you to be. They tell him whenever he is pulling my ponytail or grabbing food off my plate when I'm not looking. My brother's name is Raymond, and we call him Ray. His name means protector. And Dad says he should be keeping me, his little sister, safe. But mostly he is just bossy and nosy, and sometimes he treats me like I am a glass thing that could break. He is always telling me, you can't do this and you shouldn't be so that. Maybe because I am 2 years younger than him. Maybe because I am a girl. Maybe because he doesn't know the meaning of my name, how tough I really am. Maybe he doesn't realize I can do and be anything. When it's time to go outside for recess, Brandon Marcus and the boy with the glasses who I never talk to are splashing around in the puddles and stomping in the mud. Then they race each other up on the monkey bars. I walk over to join in on the climbing, but before I can get there, the substitute teacher says to me, "Why don't you go over there, sweetheart?" And she points to the swings and the slide. I'd rather stay here, pretending to climb a mountain, so I say, "No, thank you," and keep walking to the monkey bars. The substitute teacher follows me, and that's when I realize that it isn't a suggestion or a question, it was a demand. "I really think it'll be safer for you to stay off the monkey bars. Besides, you and Brandon might need a break from each other." "I'll stay out of Brandon's way," I say, "and I don't think it's dangerous. I play on them all the time. I bet I can even climb faster than these boys." Just then, Brandon shouts out, "You can't beat me," and he jumps down, showing off. "I bet you a pack of green apple Jolly Ranchers that you can't beat me. Let's race." "Race?" "Yeah. Last one to the pole has to buy the winner candy." He points to the tetherball pole across the playground. I think about it. There's a small crowd forming, and now I feel like I have to say yes, like I have to prove to the substitute teacher that I can play whatever I want with whoever I want. "I don't like Jolly Ranchers," I tell Brandon. "When I win, you have to buy me a Twix." I look over at Kiki. She's one of my best friends. She smiles and gives us our countdown. "On your mark, get set, go." I hear our friends all cheering, but mostly I hear the sound of my breath huffing and puffing, in and out, in and out. My feet slap the pavement and I run as fast as I can. Brandon is beating me, but not by much. I move my arms through the air, forcing myself to go faster and faster. I catch up, and then, just like I knew I could, I start running faster than Brandon by a lot. I am winning. I am winning. The pole is so close, and if I stretch my arm out far enough, I'll reach it. I run a few more steps, and then when I go to put my big foot down, something happens. My right foot doesn't touch the pavement the way a running foot usually should. Instead, it stumbles and hiccups its way to the cold ground. I have fallen. Blood is trickling out of my knee, and there's a stinging and pounding feeling all through my leg. Instead of stopping the race and seeing if I am okay, Brandon runs right past me, tags the pole, and says, "Yes, beat you. You owe me a pack of Jolly Ranchers." "No fair," Kiki says. She was the first one to the pole. It's not her fault that her shoe was untied. I didn't even realize that's what happened. My shoe is untied. I tripped over my shoelace. "Don't be a sore loser," Brandon says. "He's right," I tell Kiki. I never touched the pole. Everyone, as you have listened to the poems and the excerpts from the novel, let's consider these questions. How does this poem make you feel? What are you beginning to think now that you were not thinking before? If you could turn your thoughts or feelings into actions right now, what would you do?